Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's video we're doing some more OceanBlock. I was going to say hardcore Minecraft then, a bit weird. As you can see, it is a Christmas themed all of a sudden. It wasn't like this yesterday when I was just idling, but yeah, so it looks like Christmas updates come through for Minecraft. So all the chests look like little presents. And yeah, in between episodes, I've just been sitting here AFKing for the last, what, how many hours? Apparently 5 hours, quite a while, and yeah, just sluiced a lot of gravel and a lot of dust. As you can see, this is full pretty much. These are empty. I added these as buffer overloads, and then buffer overloads. I was thinking stack overflow. Don't worry. And then we've got all this, which I've had to condense down a lot of this stuff, like apatite, niter, rubies and sapphire. I actually used all the sulfur as energy over there. That one's empty. And then I've just been getting things to be cooking down. As you can see, there's still a lot to be cooked. We'll move this over in a second. Same with all this, so that can stay. And this is all of our resources. As you can see, we're not struggling anymore for resources at all. Maybe there's a few things that we're missing, like netherite and stuff like that. That'll be later. I don't even think we can find that in that sluice. That's another can of worms to get into. But I've realized a few things while idling and using this system. First of all, these cables, they're all right. But we're missing a major mod for thermal expansion, and that is Thermodynamics. That has not been implemented for this update yet. So currently we don't really have a lot of the thermal tools, which is kind of what makes thermal, if that makes sense. Like, we have the redstone flux cell, but we don't have any of the piping. We don't have any of like the item ducts, the fluid ducts, the power cables. Like, I don't know how we actually operate this mod without having to use another mod. So currently I don't know how to put it without it being, I guess, rude to the developer, but it's kind of useless other than this, because this is how we're going to get lots and lots of diamonds. I think it's like 5 diamonds we get each time or something. And I think we've got a lot of redstone as well. Oh, a bit of redstone, but we also haven't touched on this stuff here. So there is plenty of redstone to come. So I've had to work out what we can do instead. And there's a really cool mod, which I think might actually be our only option, which is the Mekanism mod. So what I want to do is go through and get these machines that are here, and I'll go through as to how they work, why we're getting them. And we need a new power source because this can only power 2 machines at a time, and we have 3 machines. So it's really just not that efficient. So I think I want to maybe see if this one will work. Solar. I'm going to add this. Yep, I'm going to add this to our little list, and we'll go through that hopefully a little bit later into the episode. So what I need to do, first of all, I might actually just get these quickly. These aren't hard, and I'll explain those in a second. Let's get the resources for it. So it's diamonds, redstone. Probably going to need a few diamonds, and let's take a stack of iron. So exchanging gadget, need that. And building gadget, we need some more redstone and some more lapis. Redstone, lapis. All right, so I picked up 2 and not the other one. Yep. There we go. Building gadget. So these actually need to be charged, which I realize is why I haven't built them off recording, is because we have no way to charge them. We can't put them in anything currently. So I can get rid of these off the checklist for now, but we need to get into other stuff. So I think the first thing we need to get is a Metallurgic Infuser. It's going to be furnaces, redstone, osmium, and iron. So we've got a stack of iron with us. I'm going to put a stack back. I'm going to take the stack of redstone because I think we're going to need a lot of redstone. I'm going to take a stack of osmium and just quickly look. It's redstone. Looks fuel involved in that. Crusher needs lava, which we do have lots of lava now because I did do something in between episodes. So it just looks like a lot of redstone currently. Okay, so that's a furnace there. Is there another furnace I can use? Because I'm sure we have just a spare one laying around somewhere, surely. Maybe not. That doesn't look like it. Okay. That's kind of odd, but let's do this. In between episodes also, I think I hadn't done this. Oh, you also notice these, which I'm going to get rid of briefly. Wow, I didn't realize those were all dictionaried. So we had AFKing issues, I guess is probably the best way to putting it. While I was AFKing, I kept getting attacked by phantoms. I wasn't enjoying that. So we had to build a little roof, which ended up, I did die from a creeper, I believe, because I just left the computer on and walked off for 2 hours or something when watched TV and came back and saw the respawn screen. So, you know, it happens. All right, so how are we going to do this? I'm probably going to move this machine. I'm going to do it this side. Lava's here. We might use lava in a bit. I'm not quite sure, but this is the Metallurgic Infuser. Actually, what we're going to do for now is we're going to move it over here. I'm just going to use this power for the time being, just so we can get ourselves started. So, am I correct in saying I can probably make this pretty quickly? I might be able to. Yes, okay. Let's make a solar panel really, really quick. And then we can move this. So, what do we need to do? So, Metallurgic Infuser, it is... Did I remove it? No, I didn't. So shift and then N, it'll tell you what it does. So this is how we make our alloys. We get, I'm gonna put like 4 redstone in maybe. I don't think I want too much in here because I am going to move it. So how many of these do I need? 1, 2. I'm going to need a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 per 5. Okay. Let's do this and see how much this gets us. Oh, we're out of power. Nice. Let's just turn that one off for now, just so we can get this started. I'm not sure how much power this is using. It's just 20 RF. Why does it say 20 and it needed 8? I don't know what that means, why it says needed, but it's using... it doesn't matter, but... Yeah, so is this 1-to-1? I think it might be. So for every 1 iron is 1 redstone. Looks like it, yes. Okay, cool. That's helpful to know. So, because later on there's auto crafting, depending on how we decide to do things. Alright, so we got 4 of those, which means we need to quickly just count out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 per. And we need 4 of those. So 7 times by 4 is 28. 29, 30. So I think we need 30. And we've made 4. So we just need 26. If we make too many of these, it's not the end of the world either, because... we're going to need a lot. This is a very big mod. I'm going to let that run while I think... Can we do anything while we wait? I don't know if we can. This is... Oh, yeah. So this is now running out of power because, as I said, we really don't have the power supply at the moment. We're going to also need to make some power cables. So Mekanism, it's MEK. Bit of an odd spelling, but we want universal cable, just the simple stuff. Okay, so we need steel ingots. Steel ingots, luckily enough, we can make in an induction smelter with just some coal and some iron. So do we have coal here? I don't think we do. We've got the coal sitting in this chest here. We're going to need, let's just make... that's 2 more. Should be 12, yes. And I think that now means, because we're going to need a lot of this stuff. It's quite a full-on recipe. So that's gonna, yeah, that should be enough. What? Why did I do that? 12, that should give us 6, it should give us 3, which should give us 24. Should be more than enough to start off. What I'm also going to do is just do that. Do that. That should be full, so it's blocking that off. While we're waiting on this, we can start crafting this. So we're going to need one of these. Start off with this. And then the solar. So we're going to need, is it any colored glass pane? I think it is. It just says glass panes. Yep. I think we have some spare. No, we don't have many. That's fine. We might have glass sitting in here. No, we don't. This is where we're going to struggle with power already. Oh, no, we have glass here. Awesome. Don't have to deal with it. Okay. So just one solar panel for the time being. How much does this produce? We might be able to just connect this up for now and let it power. Maybe this needs to be moved. Go. That should produce enough power now to run everything, if I'm right. Just plug this back in. That's charging back up. Yes, it looks good. I am actually going to make that a no, so it won't put anything in. Just so we can get our coal dust out. I did not realize that this little solar panel is going to produce way more power than that. Otherwise, I probably would have started with this. Incredible power. What's that? 2,000. It's producing 19 Fe per tick. I think Fe, let me quickly look. Is that flux energy? Because that's, I can never remember the power units. That's RF. They don't show RF, do they? No. I think Fe and RF are the same thing. Not quite sure. But in saying that, I don't think we're making enough power. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Okay. So we certainly do need to get into the big boy advanced solar panel. That's all good to do. So we can probably make the rest of the little energy tablets. Yes, we can. And then can we make, there are so many cool things to make here, like these little boots. I think they make you run faster. This is what I want though. So fused alloys, we're going to need a lot more of those alloys. Do have a few more. Quickly eat up just to make sure we don't starve ourselves. And can we get, that's 3 more usage. Another one. Because I know we can just do this, I'm just going to keep stacking them on top to hopefully be able to power everything. Theoretically, that should be able to power everything now. And we should have everything to be able to make the rest of the stuff. So let's make more of these. We're going to need more of this. And what am I missing? Redstone. Are we already running out of redstone? Gee whiz. I'll be very curious to know if this power system keeps up with that. So let's do solar generators. We're still really short. What are we short on? Glass panes. So we're going to need more sand. And turn that so it's back on again. So once the sand's done, then we'll also have to do this, which I believe it's 4 to... Wait, I think it's 3. Yes, this is gummed up now, which kind of expected. Should get us enough now. And... I think I only need one more. That's that. I'm gonna ruin this because it's nighttime anyways. It's not a big deal. Obviously solar panels only work during the day, so that is the big downfall of them. And now we can just place this here for now. All right, so that, let's just quickly sleep and have a quick look as to what that's going to produce. And that is now producing enough power, 115, which I think should be able to cover 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should be able to cover everything. Alrighty, so what we really need, I think, then is going to be from here. We can get rid of Metallurgic and the Advanced. We need this. We're gonna want power cells. I don't think we need any more redstone for the moment being. Gonna put in all that. I think it's 4 to that, so it's gonna leave 1 iron ingot behind. Not a major stress. I just want enough to be able to make a power cell. I need structural glass. Okay, we can do that. That's not a big deal. Got lots more glass now. Okay. Bit more redstone. Chuck both those in. Get those going, and let's make structural glass. Did I not pick up? Maybe it's not recognizing this. Oh wait, maybe it's not lead. I might be right in saying that, aren't I? It's cast iron. Damn it. Sorry, we only need 4. So it's not too long. It's only 30 seconds then. The other nice thing is, whereabouts is this? One of the Mekanism tools does this, yes. So if we, so if we enrich it with some coal, so 1 piece of coal, I believe, with 1 piece of iron will make enriched iron. If you push U on that, we can then just smelt it and it becomes cast iron. So that is a significantly quicker method that we can use later. To be fair, we could technically use right now, but we were using this machine. Okay. I want this. Hopefully we actually get enough. Oh boy. What's jammed you up? You haven't run out of power. I think it just broke. I think it has. I can see the progress bar up here is working. But I think it just kind of seized up. That's fine. Not the biggest of deals. Still got lots to get done before we can do all that. So energy tablets, we need 1. I'm missing redstone. 1 and 2. Yes, and basic energy cube. We just now need the steel, which it's slowly chugging away, very slowly. I don't remember it being that bad. What I'm gonna do. There's a way to make steel. I don't know if it was the enrichment chamber either. If that was just refined. I was just looking at something and I can't remember. So yeah, so 2 to 1. That should make 4. I think. Yep, that's empty. Chuck that in. Does this work? It looks to be. Let this run real quick. Hopefully this turns into what I want it to. I'm not 100% sure. Does. Awesome. We can then smelt that up in a moment and it should be all good. Oh, that's why we're getting slag. It's because we're smelting the gravel. Oops. Oh, not a big deal. Yeah, this just takes forever, I think is the problem. I did not realize an induction smelter was going to take like a million years. If I had known, I would have just used this. Yeah, I'm not quite sure as to why this is all of a sudden taking so long. But now we just chuck that back in. And yeah, that should be us done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly jump cut for us getting a few of the other stuff ready. And we should be able to set up a few things ready for like getting everything ready. So just talk to you in a second. Alrighty, okay, I think I have everything now to be able to build this. Wow, I don't have redstone, not redstone, iron. I just spent it all on making steel because I've realized that a few of the other machines are going to need some of these. So let's just, we're gonna have to make a few more. That's alright, we'll just stack those on while we build this. So we want a basic energy cube and put that here. And what I'm gonna do is just move this, place this here, and hopefully I can just straight up attach this like that. So that's not going to produce anything, I think, at night. Yeah, no, it's just dumping energy because I think a lot of the machines store their energy even when you pick them up. I think that's how it works. Don't quote me on that. This is a mod that I've toyed around with very, very little. But yeah, so now we do have some power in here. Now creating just a little backlog, which is great. So that's going to store 1.6 million FE, which I think is the exact same as the Stirling Dynamo's output, which is RF. I think FE and RF are used interchangeably. It's just different mods have different names. But I can't see it listed here, so I'm assuming, yeah, it's FE and RF are the same stuff. But what we can now do is we can charge our little machines here, which are going to drain a lot of the power straight away. But I can show you guys how those work in a moment. Just need this. Wow, they really threw them. And I'm going to need 4 more. But while we do that, I can make the next machine. So that'll be the Enrichment Chamber. So one of those. Enrichment Chamber. Make the steel casing, and let's make this. So this one is kind of like the pulverizer from what I've understood. And while we wait for this, we can probably go place this down actually. I think I still have power cables somewhere. This is a mess. I regret doing this to myself. I don't know where I put the power cables. Are they on me? Nope, they're not. I think if I... Oh no, you can't search with this mod. Damn it. I think the old versions you could double click on the bar and you were able to search, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah, unlucky. So we're just going to have to search with our eyes. There's that, which I made in between episodes thinking I could use it for something and I couldn't. Luckily, I'm going to be using it later anyway, so not a big stress. Wow, okay. I really thought... Oh, they're right there. Wow. I am not the brightest. Okay, so metallurgic here, enrichment here, and no, we haven't got the next one yet, so that's fine. I'm going to place all these down. We've got power cables for the time being. It's not a big stress. That's charged. That won't be charged till our building gadget's done, which... Yeah, okay, we're really draining this. It should be fine. It'll be done soon. All this should be done now. Last one's under. We can make our, I believe we're making the Energized Smelter now. Just quickly check to make sure I don't make the wrong one. Yep, that's Enrichment Chamber, and this is the Energized Smelter. So, what my best understanding is, I can remove all these now. Yeah, my best understanding is this is its kind of own machine. It's a Mekanism specific machine. This is how we make all of our little components to make a lot of the bigger machines. We'll get into, I'm sure we'll have about 6 or 7 of these by the end of using this mod. Probably going to be our core mod for the season anyways. And this is the Enrichment Chamber. So this will be pretty much the pulverizer. And this Energized Smelter, kind of has it in its name, will be the Redstone Furnace. So we're just currently waiting for this. Yep, it's done. Probably charging something right now. No. I haven't set output. So we need to go side config. Does it tell me which side that is? Output. That looked like it charged things. Yes, it is charging things. Okay, so yeah, you need to make sure you set the output because everything's set to input straight away. So we can remove this. We'll just make it red. It's an input. That's weirdly burning, but I don't think it's actually doing anything. We'll just let it run out. So I don't think sulfur is going to be a big issue for us anytime soon. And yeah, so kind of the whole point of this is it's a bit more efficient and it has its own power stuff. So I did want to make that, which I think I can now, which is good. So they were at Mech. It was the universal power cables because these can transfer 3.2 thousand. They can transfer 100. So I think 3.2 thousand is a bit better than 100. Just last time I counted. There we go. So that should now just be able to push some significant power out. And yeah, so what we're going to do is let's get this little osmium cluster. Chuck this in. All these machines have noises as well. You can go into the... we have a little muffler built into our character, it seems. You go into here and we can type in Mekanism. Yes, this one was called the Enrichment Chamber, I believe. So you can go here. You can either mute, you can play it so you can hear it. And I think you can like turn it down a bit, yeah. So, yeah. You can do little things like that. So then you got the osmium dust, which is pretty much the same as what the pulverizer does. And we can chuck it into the Energized Smelter. And I think you guys can hear that. I can hear it quite clearly, but yeah. And we're making a net positive on power, even with just one solar panel, really, because that's not making an impact on this, because that's only output. But that's only during the day. So that's why we have the little buffer to keep everything going. I do believe, yes, I do now have this exchanging gadget. So what I want to do is I want to change this floor to be one singular block. I'm going to work out what that is. I've got a few ideas. And I might make this look a little bit nicer. There's some pretty cool blocks. I think it's called the Tyrian. Yes, the Tyrian. I think this one is the one I want to use. And they have some connected textures, I believe. And I think it looks really nice from what I was toying around with previously. They've got some other pretty cool blocks, like the factory blocks. No, that's not what yeah, so like these ones here. They look very cool. I think there's laboratory blocks that I used to always use because they look very clean. It's a laboratory look, so it makes sense. And yeah, so also, I haven't mentioned this, but these machines currently are very slow. They don't run the fastest at all. Kind of a nuisance at the moment, but if we just type in factory, you can see that we have the Smelting Factory all these guys, these are just the basics. And what it will do is it gives you extra slots. So this will turn into 3 with the basic, and I think it turns into 5 with the next tier. And it goes up to like 9 slots, and you can set it to auto sort. It's some really, really, really cool like factory thought, I guess, put into it. It's very much a factory mod. And I'm excited to learn it and get into it because like there is some awesome stuff in here. Like there's turbines, I think there's like a particle accelerator or something like that. It's a cool little baby robot. I don't know how that works. You got the atomic disassembler. There's so much to get into. Yeah. So I think at the moment we're kind of set up for the very, very start stuff. And there is certainly a lot more to get into. You can see how many... These are just some of the machines. So there is a lot for us to get into. And I think in the next episode, because I have done so much sluicing, I'm not too stressed about that at the moment. I think next episode we're going to get into making this a bit better. I think we're going to need some more metallurgic infusers because I know that we've at least seen coal and we've seen redstone, but I know there's diamond and I think there's one other resource that's used in here, and you want to fill these up usually and just chuck in the resource every time you need it rather than using one machine at a time, because I don't think they always properly match up. So we'll get into that over the upcoming videos. And yeah, so now that we have some good power, we have some decent machinery, and really starting off on our island. In between episodes, as I mentioned, I will clean this island up so it looks a bit nicer. Might also pick ourselves up I think I can make this. Or maybe not. We don't have redstone. No, not redstone, glowstone. I'll get one of these as soon as possible. It's a feral flare. It means we can get rid of all our torches, and we'll show you how that works as it comes. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, it would be greatly appreciated if you do hit that subscribe button. If you do want to check out any of my content, do check out the playlist. I believe there's 4 other episodes before this. I think we're episode 5. I can never remember. And yeah, so check out my hardcore Minecraft series as well. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I hope you guys do have a safe holidays, as this is the Christmas period. I believe this comes up on Christmas Day for me. And the starting of Christmas for others around the world. So I hope you guys do have a good Christmas and happy holidays. Stay safe, and yeah, see you guys in the next episode. Peace.